on defense IPOs. It looks like 26 is going to be the year of the IPO. We don't know, but there is just so much waiting in the wings to go public. Even in Europe, starting with defense, no surprise there. All the primes are being re-rated. It looks like a very weird moment in time where just 5 years ago, these conversations probably wouldn't be happening. CSG, that deal is the new poster child. Mads, very quickly take this one off.
Yeah, so look, it's an IPO at 25 billion euros, kind of largest defense IPO ever, I believe. And, you've seen massive revenue growth in 2025. You have a huge order backlog. Lots of interesting things around ESG, right? You've seen that even Norway's sovereign fund is reviewing a 21-year weapons ban. And people are saying, look, for all those governments, that we're spending money with these defense companies, but we can't buy the shares and get the returns, which is maybe a little bit absurd. So it feels like institutional capital is crossing a Rubicon there. I'm sure you've got much more, Lomax, on the specifics of the IPOs.
So CSG, big IPO, nearly $4 billion raised, $25 billion valuation. Interestingly, the company is owned 99% by the founder or the son of the founder. And it's a 99. Really, really good story. It's a really amazing story where after I think it's the Velvet Revolution in the Czech Republic, Czech Republic has long been the kind of arms and ammunition factory of Europe, right? It used to make all the arms and ammunition for the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Hitler, when he took over the Sudetenland, this was a big part of the reason for that, right? So it's long been, has that history. When the communists were out and Czech Republic went through the revolution, they wanted to move away from this. And Pavel, the kind of famous revolutionary, wanted to move the country away from that. But this guy and his dad, also back in the 90s, went round hoovering up all of these assets for like cents on the dollars, right? And this is the result of that. It's a good example of when invest when, be greedy when others are fearful, or invest when, everything is not hot. So they own 99% of the company that's being valued at 25 billion. Companies growing
wild.
Nearly 100% year on year. Look, I mean, defense stocks we know they're up multiples since the Ukraine invasion. And this is just another example of that. There's a now big IPO pipeline of European defense companies coming. And I don't see, with kind of European defense budgets set to grow 6.8% annually from 24 to 2035. So for the next 10 years, outpacing the US, which is 1.7%, Russia, which is 3.2%, and China, which is 3.1%. So the growth rate is at least double or triple the US. Yeah. This isn't going away anytime soon. So well done to that guy and his dad, Mikhail Strad, the family. And it's going to set the trend for the next few years to come.